Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. I just woke up and read through the patch notes, so let's jump into them. For the upcoming update, we've got maintenance tonight, and you can see the maintenance schedule here when you log into the game. It'll tell you when the maintenance begins in your time zone, and then from there, the maintenance will last 8 hours. It's super long maintenance. It'll be until 11 p.m. PDT, which is 2 a.m. my time. So I will be going live on YouTube a couple of hours before the maintenance is over. We'll be playing a different game, and then when the maintenance is done on YouTube, I will be live with the new content, checking it out firsthand with you guys, having fun, etc. And level 5 XP chips might be very rare after this update. So let's check out what actually was changed. I'm going to go and speed through very quickly for the stuff that we either already know about or we'll be able to check out very easily in game. So we've got 3 new characters, as we know: Arrow, Swordmaster, and Dr. Voodoo. The main thing to look at for these characters is the how to obtain. Has it changed? It has not changed for Swordmaster, it has not changed for Arrow, and it has not changed for Brother Voodoo, Dr. Voodoo. So those characters are still obtained, 2 from biometric selectors and other methods. And then Arrow would be the biometric subscription character. And then we have the 8 new uniforms. Again, the thing to look at here, because all of the other effects are the same and we can't really tell if changes have been made, is the fact that Vision's uniform is a little bit cheaper. So for those of you that were complaining that Vision's new uniform doesn't really seem like it's purchase worthy because it's only one change to his 5th skill with that one 5th skill buff where Scarlet Witch comes and joins him and buffs him. Yeah, there you go. They did recognize the fact that it's not as good. It also doesn't have as good of a buff. Keep that in mind. So it's not just the discount, it's also the buff effect that's not the same. But otherwise, they're all 1,000 crystal uniforms. So you're still looking at like 8,000 crystals that you need if you want to purchase all of these uniforms. Although you should probably watch some content, watch some videos on them to see which ones you should purchase and which ones you shouldn't. Or just wait for the full reviews coming after the update. And then 8 more characters can realize their potential, which we saw coming. I didn't really cover this, but it was sort of revealed through world boss selection stages accidentally. I wasn't trying to hide it, I just didn't really care too much about it. But the 3 new characters, of course, are getting their potential, which is great. That happens with every update. Rogue is getting her potential, which is fantastic. And then 4 terrible characters: Silk, Amadeus Cho, Shang-Chi, and Kamala Khan. They are getting their potential because they're related to the Agents of Atlas, but they are all garbage characters that have not been reworked, or so I assume. I don't know, there might be some hidden rework for these characters in the game. I highly doubt it, because Netmarble is very, very hesitant to rework any characters in the game, and they take months to rework a single character. So yeah, don't hold your breath for those 4 there at the bottom, but hopefully they get reworks, you know, before I become an old man with gray hair and, you know, a broken back. And then we've got Quicksilver's Tier 3. It looks exactly the same. The buffs and everything and the animation looks the same. Yeah, there's a lot of hits, but it's because he's hitting all of the enemies. They've got the rework to Vision that they explain in great detail, which is nice. So you can go through and check this out. From what I can see, it looks pretty much the same as what I saw from the APK. And then they talk about Dimension missions. And here's where we get to the important part here, guys. All Chaos tokens will be immediately replaced by Rift tokens with the exact amount of Chaos tokens you currently own after the update. So do not spend your Chaos tokens. Save your Chaos tokens. They will immediately, after when you log into the update, your Chaos tokens will be gone and they will be replaced, and you'll have a maximum of 60,000 starting Rift tokens, which is a huge help because we're going to need all the Rift tokens we can get. So for those of you that did not jump the gun, congratulations. This is why we wait until the last minute. This is why I told everybody, not yet, not yet, I'm not sure, wait. It's for this reason. So there you go. Additionally, I want to say right now, if you can play the game before the maintenance starts, you should play the game, and specifically you should completely play, like finish it, so there are 0 entries for Villain Siege, daily missions, and special missions. And then you should also run as many Dimension Rifts as you want if you very desperately need biometrics and comic cards, especially if you can run legendary or mythic rifts. It's not as important if you're running lower level rifts because the rewards are not that good, but for Mythic Rifts specifically, the rewards can exceed the Dimension Mission rewards. But because all of these game modes are going away, you should play them because you're not going to get additional entries for Dimension Mission on the first day to compensate for those missed missions. So don't miss them, run them, play them. If there are any last-minute special mission quest packs that you can obtain, you should also try to obtain them, again, before the maintenance. After the maintenance, it's all gone, kiss it all goodbye. So they talk about the new Dimension missions. They reveal the amount of agent level you need. So you're going to need agent level 60 to claim the highest reward and to get to the highest difficulty of Dimension missions. So yes, for anybody that's below agent level 60, your goal immediately, well, you can start now, but anyways, your goal immediately is to try and get to the highest agent level possible, because every day that you spend below agent level 60, you are wasting daily rewards. It's not a huge amount of rewards, as you'll see, but you are wasting rewards, so we'll talk about that. Then they talk about the Dimension missions. We've already discussed this. It's not really that important to cover again, because there's nothing new. There's nothing like super crucial. They have here the list of rewards for each day. So this is important. People should, possibly copy and paste this somewhere, because, you're going to need to figure out, okay, possibly you need to bank up your energy for a particular day. You can see that a lot of the Uru are actually repeated on specific days. So physical attack is actually available on 3-4 days out of the week. Energy attack is also available on 4 days out of the week. So the most important, they've recognized the most important Uru is going to be needed to be farmed almost every single day. HP is available twice, so on and so forth. But then the more not as good ones are not available that often. I can see recovery rate is only here once a week. But for some reason, physical defense is there twice. And I imagine energy defense is also there twice, which is weird. But anyways, the same thing goes for the comic cards. It's going to be important to realize which comic card. Now, what happens to the remaining comic cards that you don't farm from Rifts anymore? Well, you're going to have to get them from the Dimension Shop comic card chest. Enchanted Uru is now available at difficulty 5 or higher. So, again, remember I told you guys to get to agent level 60. You're going to have to get above... Wait, level 5? Okay, so never mind. You can farm Uru with 0 or level 1 agent level, which is basically impossible to be at level 1. And is no longer... Enchanted Uru is no longer farmable from story missions, just like I warned you guys. These are the daily common rewards, and you can see they've added level 4 XP chips. So this is a direct nerf. All of these indirect nerfs we've been talking about, this is a direct nerf. If they're taking away level 5 XP chips and they're only giving back level 4 XP chips, naughty Netmarble, it seems like they're trying to buff the value of level 5 XP chips like 4 years into the game. That's brutal, guys. Come on. Why don't you just introduce level 6 XP chips? I don't know, man. This seems kind of greedy. This is not a good look for you guys, in my opinion. We'll have to wait and see if level 5 XP chips are available in the support shop for Rift tokens. But yeah, if not, this is not really a good look unless this level 4 becomes level 5 at difficulty 10. I don't know. It's kind of unclear. Anyways, they give you some additional details here about the Dimension Rifts, the Dimension missions, but it's nothing too specific or it's nothing too important. We have the Rift Shop tokens that you can use to purchase materials. We already know about this. We already know about the contribution reward. Here we go. So even if you are the biggest scrub in the world and you have your agent level at 1, you will still be getting 1 million gold per day and the 15,000 Rift tokens. So they did nerf the other sort of random rewards, but the gold is, it's not that bad. I mean, the difference between being at agent level 60 gives you 1.6 million gold. So yes, you are missing almost half of the gold per day, but you will get that gold back. I mean, you'll build up to 1.6 million very quickly by just boosting your agent level a bit. So I don't think it's really going to be a problem. I don't think people should be scrambling and screaming to try to get their agent level up. The most important thing is the Rift tokens, and the good thing is they haven't nerfed or they haven't reduced the amount of Rift tokens you get per day for being at a low agent level. It's exactly the same. The interesting thing is that they've tried to boost up the shield support. So even if you are a big noob, if you're a big whale, it doesn't matter, because using the shield support will automatically bump you up to almost 1.6, and that will also go all the way up to 2.4 million. So you can actually farm even more gold per day by getting shield support. So yeah, shield support, want gold, must buy. You get the same number of Rift tokens, which I think they should have improved, but it also improves your RNG for the different chests. So that's interesting. We'll talk about that later. We'll see what that is. We'll see how good that is. So yeah, they've had to make the shield support seem better, more sexy, because they've taken away the main goal or the main reward of shield support, refreshing your daily missions, refreshing timeline battle, and so on and so forth. So they're talking about how they've removed or they've changed the achievements and the alliance challenges, the world boss challenges, and the Shield Academy missions, if they included special missions, daily missions, villain siege, or dimension rifts. This is pretty straightforward. Nothing too important there. Heroic quests will be reset. Heroic quests can still be played after the update, exactly what I told you guys. Agents who purchased the heroic quests for crystals will receive a refund for the crystals they spent, and they can be acquired from their inbox after the maintenance. If you purchase one of the, or if you unlocked one of the free heroic quests, obviously you're not going to get a refund because it's a free heroic quest. There's nothing to refund. We're also getting new world bosses, as we know. They've also improved they've added clear tickets, as we know, to the world boss because they took them away from Villain Siege. Also, they made World Boss Beginner easier. Okay. Cool. They've added new effects and new sort of challenges to the World Boss Ultimate stages with this sort of like darkness effect, which is, I think, is really cool. It's a new sort of mechanic to fight with. They've also made World Boss Beginner easier to unlock, and you can now play with 3-star characters. So this is like stupidly easy. Yeah, I guess new players, the game's too hard. Sure. Yeah. So they've also made improvements to unlocking the Mutant World Boss difficulty. So to unlocking the requirements for Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, or Cable, Apocalypse, Cable, and Quicksilver, not Scarlet Witch. They've basically made it so that you can, rather than having to play the normal mode of World Boss, which a lot of players felt was a waste because they wanted to play the ultimate mode to start grinding tier 3 materials right away, they recognized that, so they changed it to being normal or ultimate mode, which is really good, because even on my free-to-play account, I realized I was already losing tier 3 materials because I could already clear stage 1 ultimate on the very first day of playing Marvel Future Fight. For that reason, I realized and I acknowledge that World Boss Beginner probably doesn't need to exist, because if you're that bad at the game, man, that's sad. But I guess Netmarble just wants they wanted the game to be as inclusive as possible. So whatever, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with having multiple difficulty levels. World Boss Clear Ticket rewards, we've already talked about this. They've also boosted up Odin's Blessing, so apparently you have a higher chance of getting the Odin's Blessing for that World Boss if they are the World Boss of the day. I think this change was made to incentivize people to refresh their World Boss of the day using gold to get more, to try to farm more Odin's Blessing. So we'll have to keep track of how often they drop. They've also made some improvements to Danger Room, which is really cool. So let's check out the improvements to Danger Room. You can refresh to play with the same team again if you get a team that's not complete noobs. You can also kick out players on your group if they're not responding or whatever. You now have a more detailed window page for your results and your sort of stats and battle details. You can now optimize the graphics in case you're having a lot of lagging and stuff like that. Hopefully this helps lower end devices. MVP will be selected from all players. They don't mention how the MVP is selected, what the criteria is, so we'll have to pay attention and try to farm that information from players' experiences, because you need to know what the MVP is for certain achievements and challenges, where it says like get MVP once in Danger Room, especially for things like Heroic Quest. So we'll have to track that. You also have some additional changes to clicking the character icon in Danger Room. Some more Danger Room icon stuff. Acquire all buttons so you don't have to scroll like a madman on the Rachel Summers special training rewards. and there's going to be a message popping up when your exclusive skill energy requirements are increased or decreased due to boss HP changes. So if your boss has less HP than the enemy's boss, then you need more energy for your skills. If you're behind and your boss has more HP, then you need less energy. So it just kind of bounces back and forth. No word yet, nothing here in any of the changes about rewards to Danger Room. So we may be waiting longer to see rewards buffed from the Danger Room. Now they did add additional Danger Room rewards from the shield support. That's not buffing the rewards, it's allowing you to pay for more rewards. Not the same thing. So let's just make that clear. But yeah, if you purchase the shield support special pack, you can also get additional rewards in the Danger Room. You get an additional special box. So we'll have for the first win of the day. So you only get 1 box per day for Danger Room. The shield special support is also apparently still only 15 days. There were some rumors that it had been bumped to 30 days. No, it has not been bumped to 30 days. So yeah, and all of the other rewards from shield support have been removed. They also removed the timeline battle refresh, even though timeline battle has not been removed. Yeah, they don't want you farming crystals anymore. 2 new uniform collections for the Uncanny Avengers and the Agents of Atlas. Pretty straightforward. This is pretty cool. This is a great change for newer players, especially. All of the growth materials for these characters here have been reduced. So what that means is, rather than costing 320 biometrics to get the character to 6 stars, it will cost half as much. So rather than costing 630 bios to get them to 6 stars, it's going to cost much less. I don't know, it's like 400 bios or something like that. After that, upgrading their gears from 15 to 20 will only cost 1 biometric with the multiplier for each gear. So rather than going 1, 1, 2, 2, 3 bios from 19 to 20, it'll just be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 from 15 to 20. And then getting the character to tier 2, rather than costing 150 biometrics and all those other materials, everything will be divided by 2. So it'll only cost 75 biometrics, so on and so forth. This is really good for multiple reasons. Now, it's sort of bad for players who are rushing to tier 2 these characters to get the special mission quest pack rewards before they expire or go away forever. But that's just kind of, you're trying to double dip on the reward, so it's not a problem. But this is really good for new and intermediate players who want to save more biometrics to get more native tier 2s to level 60, to get them to level 70, etc. Because rather than spending the bios to get these characters to tier 2, you'll only have to spend half as much, and then you can save those half bios or more for every other character. It's also good because some of these characters like Vulture, Gwenpool, Inferno, and Kate Bishop are available through the Rift shop. So they were already discounted, but they're going to be even more discounted, and that's especially true for Elsa, Singularity, Sister Grimm, who were available from the Chaos shop as well, because again, their bios were pretty expensive. Now they're super duper cheap, and you only need half as many of them. So this is a huge bonus in combination with the Dimension missions for farming these specific characters for players who either don't have them at 1 star, or are building them up to tier 2. If you're not trying to get the special mission quest pack rewards, if you're not going to be able to claim those final rewards, you should probably stop ranking up all of these characters so that you can save bios and save gold and all the other resources, Nornstones, etc. when you rank them up after the maintenance. They've also noted that the inbox storage period is going to change now, so just PSA from now on, anything you purchase for real money or crystals in the shop will have an expiry of 60 days. It will no longer be unlimited expiry. Anything that you have that exists now before the maintenance that has unlimited expiry won't change to be unlimited. They've also changed the VIP perks, as we covered. They didn't cover this anywhere, they didn't talk about this anywhere, but you can change today's World Boss of the Day. It says that there, even though they don't mention it anywhere in the patch notes, which is weird. So all these, they've also added 18 characters to the daily biometric acquisition. This is not the chest, I believe, but this is the, well, they're already in the chest, so this must be the random biometrics. So the random biometrics that you get, it says free additional biometrics. Where is it here? Daily biometric acquisition limit. So at VIP 7, you start getting 3 bios per day. They've added these characters to the pool of characters that you can get 3 bios a day from. It's a small change. It's not really that great. These are just talking about the VIP rewards in detail. From what I can see, for the important stuff, for the highest spenders, 16 to 20, they have not added anything additional since the last time I covered the VIP rewards. Dormammu. If you haven't yet acquired Dormammu, he will be given to all existing players as a 1-star character after the maintenance. So that's pretty nice. And then for everyone who starts playing the game after the maintenance, like days later, they will be able to purchase Dormammu from the shop for 1,750 crystals. So yeah, if anyone asks you if they should purchase Dormammu in a week or a month or a year, if he doesn't get a rework, you say, hell no. Finally, they did some other bug fixes and sort of changes here. The only important one is right here at number 6. They have permanently, at least, well, they have nerfed the 1 damage trick that we were able to pull off with Colossus and Hela, or Colossus and another character in timeline battle. So I think those 1 damage shenanigans are done because you cannot stack more than 100%. It's now being dropped down to 95%. So you'll still be able to reduce the damage that Jean Grey does to Deadpool to like the hundreds or the tens, and you'll probably still never die to a Jean Grey if you're playing as Deadpool with Colossus and Hela, but it's no longer 1 damage, which is disappointing, but you know, it did frustrate some people, I guess. So whatever, we'll have to wait and see. So yes, with that being said, let me know what you guys think of the new update. Let me know what you think of the patch notes. If you have any further questions, let me know. Just to reiterate one more time, save your Chaos tokens, but also play daily missions, play special missions, play Villain Siege, and if you want to, play Dimension Rifts. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.